It's time for the Giz Wiz with Matt's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1858, recorded Thursday, November 18th, 2021. No cover charge. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, Dickie D has his final gadget from Pepcom. We have not one, but two. What the heck is it? And I'm showing you my all-new travel gadget. All next on the Giz Wiz.
It's the same show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
And here he is, your conductor of gadgets, Dickie D. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing good, sir. The question is, how are you?
Whew. I think
after your heroic. I watch parts of it, but I have I have a bunch of monitors here, and on one monitor I had the show up there. You guys were cooking. You were trying to guess something that was hidden behind a sheet.
Yes.
So yes. I don't know if you did this. Someone was building a Lego model in a blindfold.
Yes. You really did watch it. Yeah, that was it. So the reason I wasn't here last week is because I was doing a week-long, 7-day-long charity marathon, and we ended up raising $400,000 for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Yeah, very, very excited. So if you watch the stream, there was around 300 and something thousand donated by people.
Yes, how did it get? Yes,
so we also had corporate matching.
Okay.
So there was a few like Made Good, which was a sponsor. Corporate matched everything. Or an amount, I think that it was $50,000 is what they corporate matched.
Oh my gosh.
And then we were also doing other things like Twitch has a built-in donation system called Bits, where you can buy bits from Twitch and then give them to the streamer. And so we were doing like votes with bits, and we were doing a few things with bits, but that didn't show up in the donation total. We are personally going to donate all that. So everything added together, it was like 400,000, and I literally think it was $400,083.
Wow.
We had just gotten past $400,000.
That is astounding.
Yeah, very, very happy.
I mean,
that's the most we've ever raised in a single
It's
stream.
an astounding amount. But it was an astounding amount of work. I mean, it was.
I'm so surprised you saw so much of it. Yeah,
I did.
The idea is we have so much type of content. We did the stuff you saw in the kitchen. We do like a cook-off type, almost like Chopped. We call it Sliced. Yep. And we throw like weird, punishments at people. And what we'll do to incentivize donations is you can donate, say, $100, and then you can apply that $100 as virtual currency for the chefs to use during auctions that will happen. So like we may say, okay, we got a half of a pan, like a half of a skillet, and whoever buys this skillet can give it to any of the other chefs, and they have to use this skillet only. That sort of stuff. And so that's like real money that people donated. All of it goes to charity, but we use the virtual money to play games with and change the stream and whatnot.
But I mean, I would tune in late, and it's like everybody was getting ready for bed, but they were still on camera. Did they ever?
Yes.
Did they? 11 at night.
Yes.
And they're,
So how it works. So normally, when I've done this, it's been 48 hours straight, no breaks at all. This year, one thing we noticed was at 3 a.m., everyone's asleep. Like there's no one. We're not making money at that time because everyone is in bed. So I thought that it was going to be like 12 hours and then on and then 12 hours off. But what we ended up doing this year was 15 hours live. And then, what is that? 9 hours off.
A day. This is a day, right?
15 hours a day for 7 days. Now, we also threw in a stretch goal where if we hit donation milestones, so if we got $50,000 in donations, then we would push the stream for an extra 3 hours. So that ended up being, what's the word, 18 hours of content a day, which is a little bit too close to 24 hours for me.
Wow.
So yeah, that's the amount of content and so we hit that stretch goal, I believe it was 5 times. So it's only 2 days that we actually got 9 hours.
Well, you should be really proud. How many? Well, there were like 15 people though, right?
There was 30 people on and off. So some people would come in for the first half of the week. Some people would come in for the last half of the week. And we typically had about 20 people there the whole time. And what we did was we looked for the cheapest but largest Airbnb possible. So we rented this mansion and I'll tell you how much a night it was, and it's incredible. But we rented this mansion. I think it's a 30,000 square foot mansion or something like that.
Had a swimming pool.
That was a separate building. The swimming pool was a pool building, completely enclosed with a roof and everything. That was a separate building. That separate building had another apartment in it. Yeah, so take a guess how much that mansion cost. Huge kitchen with 2 stoves, 2 dishwashers.
Okay. And it was in Kentucky?
It was in the middle of nowhere. Middle of
nowhere.
Yes. It was Kentucky. It was
okay. In the middle of nowhere, I'd say between $1,000 and $1,200 a night.
It was $500 a night.
Oh my gosh.
So of course we didn't want to spend that much money to raise money for children. So yeah, we got the cheapest place available. And it was amazing. It was awesome because a lot of people had their own bedrooms just because there was so many in this mansion.
Yeah. Well, was that a bargain rate because you were doing a charity?
No, in fact, I quote $500, but we did get a bargain rate on top of the $500. If you go to Airbnb right now, you can book it for $500 to $600 a night. And we actually got a discount on top of that because they like what we were doing and what.
Oh,
so we actually paid less than that. I'm not exactly sure.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, now they have as seen on TV.
Exactly.
They can put that on.
One of the things I did before I left, me personally, was I made a video of the place. So I took some slow-mo shots of they have this huge grand entrance area and some of the hardwood stuff. And so and then we gave it to them as a thank you so they could use that on their Airbnb page.
Great. I think that's great.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, so that was that was what we did last week. I got very little sleep. So I got home on Monday. And I think I slept for 14 hours.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, you slept until an hour before this show.
Basically. I've been asleep since I got home.
Oh, my gosh.
So, yeah, it was a ton of fun. And I have a feeling that we'll do the same thing next year because it was very successful. It was just a lot of fun. And
the chat room loved it. I was watching people say, "Oh, look at let's do this." Yeah.
Typically, we had about 1,000 to 2,000 people watching at any one time, which was great. It was awesome. Couldn't ask for anything better.
No, I think I'm really proud of you. That's just astounding.
Thank you. And for those who were wondering, we use the Binax Now COVID tests on everyone in the house, and that was kind of interesting to use those and kind of get to see that. It's a 15-minute antigen test that you can just buy the kit at home and use. So that was nice.
Great.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Had a fun time. Well, did you do anything over the week break?
Boy, no. Dennis and I just spending a lot of time at the warehouse, really trying to put stuff You saw that video on a Halloween show. I mean, we just for years just take boxes there and say one day I'll sort these and now
today's the day.
Today, oh, it's going to be weeks and months. But
this month is the month. Right.
Yeah, exactly. So just finding fun stuff and things that I didn't know I had, and so it's like a little treasure hunt.
Right.
But that's about it. The marina's closed, so instead of going to the marina, I go to the warehouse.
Oh man, cool. Well, that's fun. That's awesome. And I guess let's jump into it.
Go ahead, jump into gadgets. Okay,
yeah,
so there's one gadget at PepCon. I had some questions about it, and the PR lady said she'd get me answers, and I got the answers yesterday. So it's a baby monitor, and when I saw it, I thought, oh, a baby monitor. Anyway, when I started talking about it, it's really interesting, and they sent me a YouTube video that they made, which is better than something we could do. So first we'll look at their video, and then we can talk about it. It's called, let me get the...
Hubble?
It's called Nursery Pal Dual Vision. It's the first time I've seen a baby monitor with 2 cameras that you can control, and here's their video.
Introducing Nursery Pal Dual Vision from Hubble Connected. Monitor multiple angles on a 5-inch diagonal color screen. The camera features 2 lenses, wide with manual pan and standard with remote pan. Push to Talk Connect Chat tracks the subject, while the HD speaker ensures quality sound, ideal for two-way talk. Track room temperature, see in the dark, and play preloaded lullabies, audiobooks, and soothing sounds. Introducing the Hubble Club app from Hubble Connected. It's a nanny in your pocket. Get unlimited HD live streaming with private end-to-end encryption. Hear and speak with two-way talk. Monitor room temperature. See in the dark. Receive motion, sound, and temperature alerts. Set up smart alerts and receive motion-triggered notifications. Store motion-activated videos to the cloud. Never miss a moment with 24/7 audio and video live streaming. See it, like it, record it, and save the moment forever. Share videos and images with friends and family. Use Baby Zone to draw smart boundaries. Choose from a selection of preloaded lullabies and audiobooks. Create personal audio recordings. Manage when you want to receive alerts and when you don't. Track your child's health and development in unprecedented detail. And access parenting tips and articles. The Hubble Club app. Connection is a touch away. Nursery Pal Dual Vision. More than just a baby monitor.
Okie dokie. That's a lot. That's a ton of stuff built into that thing.
Yeah, exactly. So one of the questions I had is, can you be watching the baby on your monitor that comes with it? I think it's a 5-inch monitor, while someone afar is watching the same picture on their phone, and that you can do. Nice. And they do. And I also, is there any monthly fee? And the app is free. They do have something called Hubble Premier or something. It's $50 a year, and then you can actually talk to a pediatrician. You can get unlimited melodies and things for the baby to listen to. And the system, it comes at that bracket. You can be watching both cameras at the same time. It seemed like they'd put a lot of effort into this.
Yeah. I'm really wondering if the 2 cameras is something that parents are like really wanting. Like, I gotta have 2.
Well, when I was watching the 2 images on the little handheld thing, not the phone, I was thinking, this is nice. Like if you have a cat or a dog and you want to see what they're doing because they're in the baby's room.
Yeah,
and this is a way to see both of them at the same time. So,
or you want more of a room shot maybe the front door and then one of the baby. Interesting. I've never seen a baby monitor that has this 2-camera system.
Exactly. And the other thing I wanted them to clear up is that in one part of the release, or someone told me that you control both cameras. You can control both cameras from your phone or from the device, the little portable device. The lower camera you can pan and tilt. The top camera you can just pan.
I see.
So I guess the wide angle camera, you don't have to worry so much about tilt because it's giving you a wide view.
It's wide already.
It's wide already. The bottom one you can. So
I like
anyway,
it. It's definitely very well designed. I can see on here something they didn't mention all that much was that there's a push button on here. It looks like a push to talk button on the bottom. I saw this in a few shots. Here we are.
Okay.
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah. I assume that's like, I'm not quite sure.
I wonder if that's force a message to the app, like force
maybe
alert,
maybe.
Like, hey, I'm trying to talk to you over in the other room, and you can hit it and it'll make a sound.
That would be interesting, like a call button.
Cool. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, calling someone who has a little monitor. Yeah. I thought it was really good. So it's called Nursery Pal Dual Vision, and it should be available by the end of this month.
And $229.
$229. Yeah, exactly. And the basic app is free. That's it. Okay.
Pretty cool.
And so from that, we're going to go into our first of two. I have a What the Heck Is It? And then Mo, our most reliable Patreon member, has his own What the Heck Is It? Which I could not guess. So let's look at What the Heck Is It? Number 1.
Okay.
It's time to play America's favorite game show. What the heck is it? Who's our first contestant? Oh, it's Dennis Wonderland. He's been here before. I think he's been our only contestant. Okay, Dennis Wonderland, under this silk handkerchief, disguised as a paper napkin, we have, ta-da!
An old candy wrapper. No, a hair tie?
I'm going to give you several hints. It comes in colors.
Oh, it's a scrunchie for a woman's ponytail?
Oh, that's half right.
Oh.
Okay, that's half right. Another clue.
Oh my, what? It's a way to keep hot tea in your hair.
I give up.
Okay.
Very good, Jeff.
Let's
work on that.
Okay, but a very interesting backstory. A college girl was worried about date rape with people in bars spiking women's or girls' drinks. I guess it happens more with women than someone spiking a man's drink. So she came up with a scrunchie that converts to a cover for drinks.
Oh.
Okay. And in one of the reviews,
I thought it was going to be like brass knuckles.
That a woman was very dark, and she had gone, I guess, to the restroom and left a drink on the counter. When she came back and was walking around with her drink, she had put one of these covers on it, and she noticed powdered all over the top of the drink. So someone in the dark had put something in the drink, but the Nightcap saved it from going into the drink. So I just took these out of the packages, so I'm not exactly sure how they work. So yes, you can wear them. A woman can wear it in her hair or on their wrist. And then in the bar, there's supposed to be a way to pull the cover out, and I'm not sure how it. Oh, wait a minute. Looks like something here that, let's see if we pull this, and
it also doubles as a face mask. No.
Yeah, almost.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
All right, so then the cover comes out, and it stretches over the glass.
Oh, it has a spot for a straw.
In the absence of a straw. I'm using a pen. You can, and now you have a cover for your drink.
That's amazing.
Now it says covers any size drink, so I got the biggest cup I could find, which is a Mad Magazine cup. And it does stretch that far.
There you go.
The martini glass is bigger than
Bigger than that?
I think
Okay. This is
they're
one of my
wider.
favorite Mad covers, by the way. Alfred with the instead of painting a white stripe, the highway's white, and he's painting the entire highway black. Anyway, Nightcap, she and her brother appeared on Shark Tank, and Lori jumped right in with a $60,000 offer for, I think, 25% of their company. And that was early this year. And now it's a thing. It's in the marketplace. It's on Amazon, $12.99. Comes in 4 colors, 1,237 ratings, and it got 4.7 out of 5 stars. So they seem to be doing very well with it. Okay, that's it. Oh, that's clever. Nightcap, you're covered. It's a very clever idea.
And this can go in the bottom of the glass, too, it says.
And this what?
It can go in the bottom of the glass.
Oh, okay. Then it's, in the picture. Oh, that's a good idea. So you could, you would put it on the same glass, so you can carry it.
If you need to be tethered to your friend, make sure you don't lose them.
Exactly. We'd both be covered.
It's
kind of like those leashes you see on children. Keep track of your
Nightcap and enterprising kids. It's amazing. It's great. I'm gonna get one for my hair.
You keep the rat tail, out the back with the little straw hole.
Exactly.
That is cool. I like that a lot.
No, it's very clever, and 2 college kids. Well, the girl invented it. She, one night she was just thinking about this, and she, I believe, cut up some of her mother's pantyhose and started making a prototype, and then her brother started helping her. And then I think the parents kicked in the first $18,000 to actually start getting product made. And then once it was made, they went on Shark Tank, and hopefully they'll do really well.
Yeah. I like that. I like that it's just with you if you need it. And
Exactly. I think someone in the chat room says, if you show up with a date and you think you have to wear this is not a good match. So I think this is when you're at a bar alone.
Right. And we'd hope that you'd hang out in places that, this doesn't happen. But
this wouldn't be necessary.
You never know. You'd never know.
Exactly.
That's cool.
So, take it on vacation when you're going to a bar where you have no idea what the clientele is like.
Right.
It could have been one of your travel gadgets.
It could have been.
There you go.
Could have been.
That's cool. Okay, so that is Nightcap. And now our third gadget. I was going to do it as a what the heck is it, but I think it's too easy to have guests. Okay. So this is it.
With the holidays coming up, you probably want to decorate your house. If your house is brick, you might want to know about brick clips. Okay, brick clips is a way to hang decorations on a brick, all right? And it says it can hold weight up to 25 pounds. And the instructions are very, very detailed. The instructions are clip where you need it. Literally, clip where you need it, all right? Now, we had a lot of trouble here because in reading the reviews, people said you actually need bricks where the mortar doesn't come to the edge. So that is the problem here. Okay? You need to, did that clip? No. And also, construction workers normally stop at 4 o'clock. It's almost 5 o'clock, they're still working. So They will not work on this building. So what we did is, and we pray the landlord is not watching, is we just chipped the brick out of the building. Okay.
Look
Hopefully
away.
it's not a structural, not a supporting brick.
Not
So
a
basically,
load-bearing brick.
when there's enough of the brick sticking out, you put the spring on the bottom, push up on it, and it will clip on
Wow.
and really hold the brick in place. Okay,
Will hold
so
the
no holes
brick in
in the
place.
brick. Building may fall over if you've taken too many bricks out to attach these, but that's the landlord's problem. 10 of them are $13.99, so roughly $1.40 each. And as I said, they hold 25 pounds, and they're, I think, spring steel. And you know what? My notes fell down, so I will super on the screen the size bricks that they will work on. That's it. Brick clip.
I like that.
Yeah, your house is brick,
My
right?
house is brick. Exactly. That's exactly what I was just thinking.
Yeah, it's a real easy way.
Yeah, this is perfect because
Yeah, and you-
I'm not. I don't like. I don't like drilling into brick.
No,
definitely.
No, not at all. No.
And really anything in the exterior. There's some wood on the, near the roof line, but still, this is perfect. No damage done. You just
No, and then it was interesting. One of the reviews, the guy said, "I have an old, non-working brick fireplace," and he said, "For Christmas, these are ideal. I can decorate the entire fireplace without having to drill a hole in any of the bricks."
Yeah.
And they seem pretty cheap to me.
Yeah.
A box.
Yeah, I agree. 10. So it's about $1.
Yeah.
Something.
40. Yeah, $1.40.
That's nice. That's really nice. And yeah, I would assume that if you were going to use this, you wouldn't, string up the entire house with stuff, just an area. But still.
Yeah, great for hanging stockings on a wall or photos. Yeah, someone else said that they have a whole photo gallery on a brick wall just using these.
And just seeing how you moved it around, that seems so sturdy.
It is.
Especially because, it has those massive teeth on the top. So,
yes. And a little spring on the bottom.
Yeah. Interesting.
And again, if you didn't read the little caption I put there, the bricks in this building, I believe this building is 120 years old. So the bricks tend to be a little rounded and not stickable, but
right. You kind of need some edge for it to clip.
Yes,
to.
you do. Yes, you do. You need a pretty straight edge. Which
so Scooter X found.
Oh my gosh! Here he goes.
Very similar one. That's $6.93 plus $3 shipping. For
how many?
How much is in a lot? A lot. You just get a lot. Oh, 10 pieces. There you go.
10. Oh, okay.
10 pieces. So.
Well, it's not that
about
much.
The same. About the same.
The same, yeah. And here, I got them overnight.
Here's another one.
And mine have 2 hooks.
Exactly. This is $5 plus $5 shipping, so still about the same. Yeah. So yeah, just get it from Amazon. You don't want to wait until January to get your brick clips.
No, not if you're putting up holiday decorations.
No, that's cool. I had no idea that existed.
No, I didn't either. Sometimes when I'm trying to think of what to show, I just roam through Amazon and I'll just type 10 unusual gadgets.
Sometimes that's how I come up with the theme or, the poll, as I just look at the first Amazon page. I'm going, is there anything here?
Yeah, exactly.
Just keep scrolling until I see something good. That is so interesting. I feel like I need to Google my problems more often, because I feel like that was just a Google away. If I would have said non-destructive way to hang something on brick, That would have popped up.
Yes. Yeah.
But I was just like, who's going to Google that?
Well, if you wait a week, when you type that in, this will come up.
Exactly.
Our show.
It'll say gizwiz.biz. Here it is.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're just helping Google out here. Okie dokie. I love that gadget. That's great. That's perfect.
Perfect. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for...
You know you don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it.
Okie dokie. We are here with another travel gadget. This is the gadget. And I recorded a video about it. So let's just jump in and we'll talk a little bit more about it after. Hey Diggity! So we are back with another traveling crappy corner. Charlie, you can't go traveling if you're sneezing all the time. People are gonna think you have COVID. All right, off. Charlie, off. Good boy. So today we are taking a look at the seat and tray cover. This is a disposable airplane seat and tray cover. Now, I had originally said, and I think I said this on the last episode we recorded, I wanted to go traveling and actually try to use it. But it is very awkward to record inside of an airplane while people are loading in or unloading. It just wasn't happening. So we're going to test this out here on the seat behind me. And the idea behind this gadget is if you are worried about germs and potentially what has been on your seat before, you can take this cover, slip it over your airline seat, and you are protected. You have a barrier. Inside, there is a cover for your tray cover, and there's a cover for your seat cover. So, should have both in here. They smell very medical. It should only be one, so I'm surprised that they're so big, as big as they are. Oh, here's probably the tray cover. There we go. Standard tray, I would hope. There's the branding. Life Essentials. So we're gonna set that off to the side. We're gonna take a look at the first cover I pulled out, which looks like the headrest cover, I guess. And then that would mean, what is this? Is this the second one? Oh, we got two in here. What? Oh, 2 seat covers and 2 tray covers. Oh, for some reason I was convinced that I only had one. So we're going to take the other one, put it away. So for 2 legs of one trip. Then go over your seat. So we're going to take away the pillow. Assuming this is like an airline seat, this is how much you get. There you go. And then this would go over your seat. Yeah, definitely this is a first class. We're having an issue here with my seat. It's not wide enough. It was not one size fits all. And on 3 of my legs, I was upgraded. So this wouldn't have worked for me either. But if you're sitting in coach, then sure, this would work just great. One little feature about this that made me buy it over the others is that it has a little pocket down here in the front. So assuming that it all got installed correctly on your seat, then you would have this little pocket right here to put a few extra things. So maybe you want to throw your AirPods in that pocket and whatnot. In total, and then of course you have the tray cover. In total, it seems a little small. I assume that they have measured this to fit most airline seats. And it's just kind of, do you want to be the person to, put this over your seat when you're on the plane? That's really the big question. Once you're finished with it, then you could throw it away, one-time use, get rid of it, and you're done. So that is the Life Essentials Disposable Airplane Seat and Tray Cover. I really want to know in the chat room, what do you think of this? Is this something you would be buying yourself? Because I feel like this is a very personal decision, whether you want to bring this out on a plane or not. So I really want you to sound off in the chat room down below. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys back in the studio. Okie dokie. So there it is. Becky says, I actually like this idea, which is great.
Well, how much was it, Chad?
So it wasn't too expensive for a set of 2. it was about $10. So $9.89.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So here it is. And one thing is that the reviews did have photos of it on normal seats. So you can see lots of people with it on their seat working out, which is good. You know, I really want to make sure that it
like
fits.
if we were traveling together, I would do it. But if I was alone, I would feel too many people are watching.
Right, self-conscious.
Yes, exactly.
Of throwing this on.
Exactly.
Definitely. And if you were like me and got upgraded, good luck.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. 3 out of 4 flights.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. I was very, very lucky. I think it was because I was flying into the middle of nowhere. So 2 of them were a given. Now one, I was the first one I was shocked by. But getting in and out of where we were flying, it was a teeny tiny plane. It was half empty. So that's why I got upgraded so much. So yeah, so it's $10 for 2 covers, and the material, by the way, I forgot to mention, it does seem thick. It seems hardy. So if there was like a few drops of water,
So it's not plastic. It's actually like a fabric.
it is. It's similar to a fabric. It's
Could you wash it?
yeah, I think you could. It feels like a thin version of those reusable grocery bags is kind of the the way that I would describe it. Here, let me see if I can get a close up here. It does have that texture like most of those reusable.
Yes.
But you can see it is a little bit thin. You can see my finger back there. So that's kind of the impression that I'm getting from it, is it's a very thin, reusable grocery bag.
As long as there are no holes in it.
Yeah, and see, this does seem breathable. It doesn't seem like it is a plastic, I can breathe through it, almost like a face mask, like a surgical mask.
Okay.
So it is breathable. But it is a barrier. I don't know how well effective this would be from keeping you away from nasty surfaces. But also, even if it wasn't COVID times and stuff like that, maybe this would just be nice to sit in a very clean chair.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, Pac NW said it's like shoe covers.
Exactly. That's almost exactly what it is. Yes. Yeah, it's like shoe covers. So yeah, there you go. It was reviewed fairly well, 4 stars, and fairly inexpensive. So there you go. With that, let's move on to the Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
All right, as we mentioned in our opening, we have a What the Heck Is It from Motories, and here it is.
Okay, guys, I got another guess. What the heck? The first person that's gonna go and try to figure out what it is my son. Go ahead. You can unscrew it. You can do whatever you want with it.
I think I might actually know what this is.
I honestly think it's
maybe.
What?
So you
thought it had something to
my
do
son
with the
gives up.
tripod.
Okay, my wife.
So clearly, it's some kind of clamp. For 2 items.
I'm gonna
and it would have to be a clamp.
Write this into Google.
Curved. And I'm going to guess, because you were working on a bike earlier, that maybe it has something to do with clamping onto a bike tube or some other kind of tube. Well, definitely like a tube type of thing.
Okay, now we're going to our third person, my daughter. Can you guess what the heck this is?
It's definitely
it's not a tripod, but
thumb clamp.
That's a good guess.
To get the answers out of the
give you a
spies.
Every photographer
That singer
or
said mic
videographer
stand.
would love this.
So you connect this to 2 tripods, maybe?
No.
To hold maybe
I feel
2
vindicated.
cameras at once?
No. That's not what this item is specifically for, but they have items like
It's an
that.
old way to lose weight.
Idea.
It just squeezes it out.
Middle, yeah.
This spins. This
Okay,
even
so then
comes
my other
out.
guess is maybe something to do with
Yeah,
the fact
oh
that
gosh,
you've been
yes. I know what
recording
this
like
is.
GoPro things. So maybe to have different angles to attach 2 cameras, to maybe 2 GoPro type of cameras, and to be able to record 2 different angles of a camera,
No.
like up in.
Lately, I've been videotaping back here. This is private property, just past the rocks. It's undeveloped land. And what I like to take videos and pictures of is when it snows, when it rains, thunderstorms. It's just beautiful to do that with my GoPro. But I have one problem. The raindrops fall on the lens. So this is how you use the device. So now what I do is, this is our table. I usually set up the tripod here and film that direction, and it's beautiful. I get to do fast forward, and it looks really nice. I do sunsets and different things, but when the weather rains or snows, it gets on the lens, and you see that on the video. So this allows you to take an umbrella, open it up, cover it, cover your GoPro or any of your camera that's on a tripod, and you connect them together. These are about 2 inches wide, about 1 inch from top to bottom, but 2 inches wide. As long as the tube is 2 inches or below, it's fine. It's rubber here, inside here, and rubber here, so it won't scratch anything. So this is what guess what the heck is it? All right, thank you for watching. All right. Say bye.
Okie
Was that your guess, Chad?
Very close. It wasn't specifically that, but it was very close. Here, I'll show. I Googled it. I didn't have a piece of paper. I would have written it down. But this is what my guess was a lighting clamp. And specifically, that piece in the middle, and I wish I had something. I kind of have something right here. That piece in the middle is a lighting like spud. Of course, it fell in the trash. So this right here is what's on most lighting equipment. So the light will clamp right on there.
Is that a tripod
and
screw on each end?
Yes. So that's another thing, is all the lighting equipment has that little screw on it, and that is the same size screw. This is a webcam with a tripod thing right there. That is threaded to fit into tripod plates and that sort of thing. So when I saw that clamp in the middle, I was like, this has something to do with videography, and I really think it has something to do with lighting, because that little clamp thing is mostly for lighting. And I was off. I didn't quite get it perfect, but yeah. So it's a little piece of studio equipment to make sure that you can get the right shot, as I try to get the right shot here with my product camera. Now that I messed it up, there it is, it's back. That's pretty cool. I like the flexibility of that gadget, you know? If you got, here it is on Amazon. If you have a umbrella, you got a clamp to a tripod pole. Obviously, he was going from a umbrella pole to something else. That middle bit right there, that was what I was talking about. That's that little lighting clamp.
Yeah.
So I could also see if you had an articulating head or something like that, you could clamp that to a pole, put the articulating head on that, and then point that any direction that it needs to go. It's pretty cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah, and it was $20. I missed the price. $20.
Yeah, $20. Yeah, and free fast shipping. So yeah, that's nice.
Excellent.
I've seen a lot of type of gadgets like this, and I love that type of lighting head type thing, because there's too many things I can just screw onto that and get it to work. So thanks, Mo. Thank you.
Mo, thank you. Mo gets a current issue of Mad Magazine, and we're looking for more videos, okay? Next week, we're doing a show on Tuesday, so we could use a video like instantly. A video, anything to do with a gadget, okay? Or what the heck is it? I bought this and I'm so sorry. I bought this and I love it. Or our favorite is something that's in the attic or in the cellar. It's useless now. But when you bought it, it was like the height of high tech. We love videos about that. Just make a little video, 1 to 3 minutes, horizontal plane, and just make sure we can see the gadget and hear you. Put it up on YouTube. You can click unlisted if you only want people with the URL to see it, and send us the URL that YouTube will give you. It goes to mail@gizwiz.tv. mail@gizwiz.tv. Do it now.
Send it in. And yes, reminder, next week, well, I guess it's not a reminder because we haven't told you yet, but next week we'll be on Tuesday. And I'll make sure to mention that at the end of the show. With that, let's head on into the letter. Now.
Okay, so it was either last week or the week before. One of the things I found out on Pepcom was a company called What Three Words? And they have taken the world and divided it into, I think he said like 27 trillion 10 by 10 foot boxes. And when you click on one, you put in your address and it gives you 3 words that is your address. And some high-end cars, if you have like a Mercedes, you could get into it and say, park, look, tinsel. And that car will drive you to Disneyland. Okay. Mm-hmm. That is the address here. Now, Steve C. writes, plus codes, plus dot codes is easier than What Three Words, not just as comical. Plus dot codes, SpaceX uses for locations, does the same thing as What Three Words, using just 6 letters and numbers, or 10 letters and numbers if it's in another country. For example, the White House is VXX7 plus 39. And the Eiffel Tower is 8FW4V75V plus 9Q.
I got 8FW. I got 8FW. What?
That's your address?
No. This is Eiffel Tower, right? 8FW.
4V.
4B.
75V.
5V.
Plus 9Q.
Plus.
Then I don't know if you have to put the plus in it. Plus 9Q.
Oh, couldn't find it.
We can't find it.
Wait a second.
Oh, maybe it has to be, maybe capitalized.
Did you say?
Counts. It's all caps.
I found it. I heard B instead of V.
Oh, okay.
You know, that's, I think, my biggest issue with this is there are too many letters that sound the same.
Yes, I agree.
V, T, C, E, all of those, very difficult to get across verbally. Where banana and giraffe, now there's still could be some overlap there, is a little bit easier to understand if there's slight variations. So I feel like if you could like speak in NATO phonetics, you know, Victor, 75 Victor, plus 9 Quebec.
I could never remember that.
Right.
I mean, whereas you'll think, park, look, tinsel.
Yes, right.
So it.
Did I ever tell you in all of this? Did I ever tell you about correct horse battery staple?
No, is that your address?
No. Correct horse batteries. You know XKCD, the comic that's a famous internet comic. You may not know, but XKCD is a very famous internet comic, and it's very High Mind. It's very smart. It's a very smart internet comic. It's kind of made
I would not know about it.
It has a lot of programmer humor. You know, it's kind of made for the programmers. But one of my favorite XKCD comics is Correct Horse Battery Staple. And he goes through why your password is better if it is like 4 words just mashed up, because it's super long, super confusing, but way better for a user to remember than capital X, 5, 4, lowercase q, you know, that sort of thing. It reminds me a lot of 3 words.
Okay.
Battery staple. Here is the XKCD password strength. Here it is. So, yes, this is a comic, but I don't think anyone is going to find this hilarious. But you can see caps, comments, blah, 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 blah. It says it has 28 bits of entropy. But it really... Oh, this is the other thing, is he says a computer, super easy for a computer to understand and find this because it's so short. Hard. Hard for a person to remember. Correct Horse Battery Staple, which is like super easy to remember, has 44 bits of entropy. Oh, by the way, I forget. I'm breezing through this. But super easy to remember for your passwords. So that's kind of what it reminds me of, is a password that is really difficult to remember. It would be so difficult to remember the Eiffel Tower, which was, if we, or the White House, VXX7 plus 39 versus, what is just 3 words? I don't know, it would be better if I remembered it off the top of my head, wouldn't it? Let's see what the White House is. That's New York City Hall. Need to find White House. White House. Can I search like that? Here? Pennsylvania Avenue? Yes, exactly. Where this is Shulk Held Raves. Shulk. Okay, I still have the criticism that as a dyslexic, this is still a difficult process. Shulk Held Raves. I don't know. I don't know. It's they all have their uses. I'm still having a hard time with just 3 words. Shulk Held Raves.
Right.
Is it?
Well, also you can get a. You know, we were talking about this with Leo, and he said, "Well, my back door is easy to remember because it's every 10 feet is a different 3 words." I mean, you probably.
Oh yeah, look at this. So the front door of the White House is tinsel glare punchy. You know, it's so easy. You can just choose the most memorable one. Choice Galaxy Deflection. That's the one I want. Just head on over to Choice Galaxy Deflection, and I'll meet you right there.
There you go.
Versus VXX5 plus 32. So yeah. I don't know.
Anyway. So
Weds,
Steve,
Rubble. Some of it.
SpaceX likes the.
Just 3 words?
No, they like the plus dot codes.
Oh,
that's what SpaceX uses. Yeah.
This isn't even a real word. Weds.
No, rubble.
Weds, rubble, weedy. Weds.
No, weedy. Yeah, that's weds is a word, rubble's a word, but weedy. No, I don't know that word.
They needed to make sure every word was like a 5th grade reading level.
Yeah.
Like, there's enough of those words, right? Can we just...
Nothing too...
Yes, I need 5th grade reading level, please. Dollar Flakes Tidy. That's the left of the front door at the White House.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I like
also, when you said about the comic, I forgot to mention with the little nightcap thing.
Uh-huh.
A good use for it is if you're picnicking outside, to keep bugs from getting in.
That is a great use.
It reminded me of a cartoon many years ago in the New Yorker. It's a huge apartment complex, probably. Well, the New Yorker, we're assuming it's New York City. And it's a man and woman sitting on their terrace about to have a meal. And the woman is saying to the man, honey, eat your soup before it gets dirty. You expect it would be before it gets cold,
right.
But it's New York City. Eat your soup before it gets dirty.
That's how I feel when it's like pollen season around here.
Yes.
It's like, you better drink that fast or put a hand over it because it's going to get pollinated. That's funny. Okay, well, that's it. Thanks so much for the letter. We haven't found the perfect solution yet.
No.
I need just 3 words. The fifth grade. Are you smarter than fifth grader version? And code plus codes. I just don't. That one I feel like is not. It's also something that annoys me just a little bit about it is that places outside of the U.S. need 10 digits, and the U.S.
Yes, I know.
Why does U.S. get preferential treatment?
And if SpaceX uses it, do they need
Right.
15 characters if it's a place on the moon?
We need to build in Mars into this situation. That's funny. Okay, thank you so much for the letter. I want to say another thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/Giz Wiz. Thank you guys so much for supporting the Giz Wiz. I really, really, really appreciate how you guys are so generous every episode. Thank you so much for your support. If you like the Giz Wiz and want to give back, head on over to gizwiz.tv, click on the Patreon tab, and there's a big old banner for you to click. That'll take you to our Patreon page. Or just underneath that is a PayPal link if you want to donate via PayPal. However you donate, thank you so much for your generosity. We really appreciate it. Speaking of gizwiz.tv, that's where we record live just about every Thursday. Schedule change next week because of Thanksgiving. We will be recording on Tuesday, same time, just a different day here at gizwiz.tv. Head on over there and the website will just update with the live stream. If you don't want to miss the first 3 seconds of us going live though, you can head on over to twitch.tv/gizwizshow. You'll see it just when it pops up. Join the chat room though at irc.gizwiz.tv. Chat along with everybody, no matter what your platform. IRC, platform agnostic. So join at irc.gizwiz.tv and chat along with everybody as we record. If you don't watch the show live, head on over to gizwiz.tv once again and catch any of the episodes there. We also are on Apple Podcasts, on YouTube, and we have an RSS feed so you can subscribe however you want. Head on over to gizwiz.biz, that's Dickie D's website, where he writes up articles about all of the gadgets that we talk about on the show. So if you're looking for something, a link to Amazon, or a description, hey Dickie D, or a description of what we talked about, head on over to gizwiz.biz. You can also play What the Heck Is It? And that's the game show we love to parody here on the show. And here's the gadget, the whole gadget, nothing but the gadget. And it's pretty obvious to me. During the Great Clown Wars, this was a clown hand grenade. This is a sad time for all clowns everywhere. So if you think you know what this is, get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. 6 Man magazines for correct answers, which a lot of people know what this one is. So get guessing, get creative, get funny. 12 Man magazines, double the Man magazines for funny, clever, or hilarious answers. Dickie D, are you getting in the mood?
It is a subtle reminder about next week, okay, that we are taping on Tuesday.
I like it.
So that people can travel on Wednesday. My turkey is already stuffed.
Man, it's yeah. It's turducken. You got a duck and a turkey, and you got that's foul. That's just foul.
Oh, that's great. That's very funny.
So we'll see you next week at the different time. So we'll see you next week.
With different days.
Different day. Same time. Sorry. Can't remember anything. See you next week.
I'll be here.